Get ready for what could be one of the biggest financial shakeups of the decade, because XRP isn't just rising, it's aiming for the stars. Industry insiders are buzzing with predictions that XRP could surge to anywhere between $1,650 and $2,900 by the end of 2024. And no, this isn't just empty hype. It's grounded in a major upcoming milestone, the potential launch of an XRP ETF. Imagine this: BlackRock, the financial powerhouse that brought us the highly successful Bitcoin ETF, is now setting its sights on XRP. With a nearly spotless ETF approval record, BlackRock's entry into the XRP space could be the catalyst that sends the price soaring. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Grayscale, another heavyweight in the crypto investment world, is also making moves. Not only have they proposed an XRP ETF, but they've also officially added XRP to their digital asset portfolio. That move speaks volumes about Ripple Labs' expanding footprint in international finance. The momentum building around XRP isn't just growing, it's snowballing. This level of institutional interest highlights just how critical XRP is becoming in the evolving world of cross-border transactions. Hey there, CoinGraph family, welcome back to your trusted space for all things XRP. Before we dive into the big stories of the day, I've got a quick ask. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And here's a fun bonus: we're gearing up for a massive XRP giveaway to celebrate hitting 13,000 subscribers. Want in? It's easy. Follow 3 simple steps and drop a #CoinGraph in the comments to claim your spot. Now let's take a deeper dive into what's really fueling the XRP rocket ship. When you look closely at BlackRock's track record, it's nothing short of remarkable. As the world's largest asset manager, their pivot into crypto and Web 3.0 isn't just bold, it's a signal that the old guard of finance is waking up to the potential of digital assets. BlackRock's ETF approval rate, an eye-popping 99.8%. That kind of success isn't luck, it's precision, expertise, and influence at the highest level of the financial system. But here's the real kicker. This isn't just about interest, it's about action. According to credible reports and a leaked insider document, financial giants like BlackRock and JP Morgan haven't just been watching XRP, they've been buying. In fact, it's rumored that they've allocated over 7.5% of their entire portfolios into XRP. One vetted article even suggested that BlackRock may be pivoting away from Bitcoin entirely to focus on XRP, a move that could redefine investment priorities across the board. With this kind of institutional backing, the odds of an XRP ETF getting approved have never looked better. And just when you thought things couldn't get more exciting, another major piece of the puzzle has surfaced: a brand new development involving an XRP ETP exchange-traded product. This addition could further expand XRP's reach in global financial markets, giving both institutions and retail investors easier access than ever before. With all this momentum, XRP's journey is far from over. In fact, it might just be getting started. The identity of the entity behind the new XRP ETP exchange-traded product is still unknown, but its appearance marks a major milestone on the road to an XRP ETF. According to emerging reports, the ETP has already been launched, but remains in a pre-release state, currently valued at $0. That said, insiders believe it could go live any day now. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Rumors are flying about the potential for the ETP and an XRP ETF to launch together. A simultaneous rollout wouldn't just be logical, it would show that momentum toward an official ETF is accelerating rapidly, possibly arriving just weeks after the debut of the long-awaited Bitcoin ETF. To put this into perspective, remember what happened with Bitcoin. Its price surged to $43,000 even before its ETF became a reality. Now imagine what could happen to XRP under similar conditions. If the XRP ETF gains approval and launches soon, the price projections of $1,650 to $2,500 suddenly don't seem unrealistic. They start to look like strong possibilities. The XRP ETP already being in motion sets the stage for a powerful next step, and many believe we're just weeks away from that leap. Here's the part that's been flying under the radar. The XRP ETP has already been officially released by none other than Fidelity, a major player in the financial sector. This development is more than just a quiet debut, it's a fast track toward an XRP ETF which now seems likely to gain approval from the US Securities and Exchange Commission in the very near future. In fact, just yesterday, a breaking news article made waves across the crypto space. The article cited a leaked internal report straight from BlackRock, strongly suggesting that the ETF filing for XRP is right around the corner. But it doesn't stop there. One of BlackRock's top analysts came forward with a public statement confirming that BlackRock is indeed preparing to launch an ETF specifically for XRP. Even more telling, they reference the iShares XRP trust in connection with the application, clear evidence that this isn't just speculation. Naturally, I had to verify it for myself. I checked the official Delaware Corporation registry, and yes, it's there, listed in plain sight. This is a massive confirmation and signals that we're not just heading toward an XRP ETF, we're practically at the doorstep. This could completely transform XRP's place in the market, potentially setting it on a course that rivals or even surpasses Bitcoin's ETF-driven momentum. What's more, new research has revealed a telling detail. BlackRock and JP Morgan, two of the world's most influential financial institutions, have together acquired over 7.5 million XRP. That kind of volume speaks volumes. It shows that institutional interest is no longer in the curious observer phase. These major players are now putting serious skin in the game, and for the rest of us, that means the clock is ticking. XRP's next big breakout could be just around the corner. BlackRock isn't just dipping its toes into XRP, they're diving in head first. Not only are they quietly amassing XRP, but they're also tapping into the power of the XRP ledger in their operations and most importantly pushing full steam ahead toward the public release of an XRP ETF. Given BlackRock's near-perfect record when it comes to ETF approvals, the odds of this ETF getting the green light are incredibly high, and the effect this could have on XRP's price, absolutely massive. That's why even a target like $9,831 per XRP, which might sound bold at first, begins to feel realistic when you look at all the game-changing developments lining up behind the scenes. Let's break it down. XRP is positioning itself to handle a significant chunk of global debt transactions, and we're not talking small figures here. The numbers are jaw-dropping, between $1.30 and $1.8 quadrillion in global derivatives potentially running through the XRP ledger, largely influenced by the ISDA. And that's just the beginning. You've got the BRICS nations, including economic heavyweights like Saudi Arabia, adopting the XRP ledger in their financial systems. Then there's the Republic of Palau, which is already building its central bank digital currency (CBDC) on this very technology. When you combine this level of institutional adoption with growing demand and a capped supply, it creates a textbook formula for a dramatic price increase. Lately there's been chatter online about whether this kind of optimism is too much. Some folks think believing in a massive XRP breakout